Alright, welcome back to the channel, everyone. This will be the first video in kind of a, series that I'm going to call Nostalgia Games. So I will touch on, I'm sure in a video here soon, that video games had a pretty big place in my childhood growing up. And there's just really a lot of games that when I think back to really just brought me a lot of joy and a lot of fun for different reasons, either from playing with friends, family, or really them just being great games when I was a kid. And so this game here, I would say, is one of the ones that is most nostalgic for me. This is as nostalgia gaming will get, and that is SSX Tricky. And if you're not familiar with it, it is a snowboarding game. There's a whole series of games under SSX. This is really the only one that I got that into. But it's snowboard racing, kind of doing, there's like ones where you go and you try to get the highest score based off of tricks. It's really fun. I enjoy it a great deal. There's a whole lot of great characters which I can cycle through. So you got Eddie, Elise, Marisol. I don't even have to say it, the commentator's saying it. So you got Sia, Luther, JP, Zoe, Moby, who is probably my favorite, but I'll play with someone else for the sake of this. You got Mac, Kaori, Simon, who's also pretty fun, and then Brody. So starting with a fresh save, so I don't have everyone unlocked just yet, so I'm actually going to play with Mac, and we're going to do the world circuit. Even though Mac is more tailored towards doing tricks, we're going to do a run through the world circuit, which is racing. Don't know why the music just got louder there. Interesting. So look at him. He got the wiener board, which is a classic. Otherwise, there's the alpine boards. I don't really like the alpine, so we'll stick with the wiener. But for every rider, you have a whole slew of outfits that you can unlock, which you get from doing tricks in the trick book, which you can see here, and we can check back in on this stuff when we're actually in a race if we want to get some outfits. And then as you go through, you also get upgraded boards, and then the goal being eventually to get the Uber board, which again you get from the trick book. Otherwise, if you don't do the trick book, this would be the highest one when you get to the master rank. And then you can upgrade your players as you go along too, your riders. So we'll just jump in. We're going to do, again, the race world circuit, and we will go with round one, which is Garibaldi. But just to look at some of the other ones. So with each of these, you have to do what I think is 3 races, if I remember right. It's like 2 prelims and 1 final to get the medal, and then you can move on. So you got Garibaldi, Snow Dream, Elysium Alps, Mesa Blanca, Mercury City, Tokyo Megaplex, which is so fun, Aloha Ice Jam, and then Alaska is always the last one. And then there's these last 2, Untracked and Pipe Dream, which this one, if you get through all the races, you unlock this in free ride, and then if you get through all the show off, which is again doing the stunts tricks, you'll get Pipe Dream. But again, jumping in with the race, and we will go with Garibaldi. Again, this game has a special place in my heart. I love it. It is so much fun. We will see sometimes it's going to be a bit buggy because it's an old game, but it's run pretty smooth for me when I played it in the past. But yeah, no, it's fun because there's kind of the main course that you can go along, but every single one of these has kind of different back ways, hidden paths. It's just cool. There's Elise. All right. I'll let the commentator do his part. You know, he worked hard for it. So whenever he's talking, I'll try to shut up. But all right, we got our first race going down Garibaldi. Okay, see if I remember the controls. So, and you have a relationship with every other rider. So all these are neutral. Some are orange, just saying I'm closer to being enemies with them. If you have an enemy out there, they're going to be very easy to upset, and they will try to knock you over whenever they get a chance, because you can push people over all you want. I'm trying to decide if I want to take anyone out. I can always try to upset Elise or Simon. Those are always fun. But when you have friends, I don't really know if there's an advantage to having friends. I've never really noticed anything, but they are very forgiving. You can run into them a bunch of times and they won't really throw a fit. So let's see how we do. Alright, going out the first one. Mac is very good at tricks early on. There we go. I unlocked the tricky meter there. So you can do what are called uber tricks, which I gotta get a bigger jump to do. And you can get a boost off of it too. That's a boost meter. And I'll show you the uber tricks when we get down to this jump here. So basically, yeah, doing something more fun. If you fill up the tricky meter, you get unlimited boost, which is very helpful. So I'm gonna do 2 uber tricks on this one here. Okay, so I already got 3 out of 6, which is big. But this game is so fun. I love it. Okay, we're sitting in second. Who's that? That Moby? I'm not touching Moby. Moby's my boy. Oh. Although he's using an Alpine board, which I don't know why. There's Simon. Oof. Simon. You know, that was Moby just wiped out on nothing. Just fitting. It might be like I'm still playing him right now. Okay, just got to reset that meter, because your tricky meter runs out over time. It doesn't matter how much boost you use. I think it's just time based, and I don't remember how much time it is. I want to say it's like 15-20 seconds, but I got enough here. So like that sound was just saying that I was about to run out. So here on this one, okay, now I have unlimited boost. And what you'll see, again, with a lot of these old, I had this one on the PlayStation 2, a lot of these old PlayStation games, they're not crazy hard. But that's not what it's about. It's about the vibe. And this one is immaculate. I cannot get enough of it. Oop. Sorry, Mac. At some point here, actually, I can kind of demonstrate the trick book. So once I get here, whoa! Okay, I was saying it wasn't that hard, or it's an easy game, and then I'm in second. So again, looking at the trick book. So chapter 1, there's, how many chapters are there? Oh, I guess I can't see from here. I want to say there's 6, but in each chapter there's 5 tricks. Starting simpler, and they get increasingly more complicated as you go along. I think it's chapter 5 is the one that is just insane. But these ones are pretty easy. You just do a quick mute air, method air, so you only have to hold 1 button for each of these. That one you gotta hold 2. But again, nothing crazy. I can do that. So let's see if we can unlock a new outfit here. So that'll be a mute there. Moby just wiped out on nothing again. That's my guy. So here is an example of some of the shortcuts you can take. The AI won't really take these, but if you go up, jump off this, I do a big trick here, big shortcut, real life. Mac has no knees, no ankles, because they just got disintegrated, but it's a video game, so who cares. So here, hold this. Okay, flying squirrel. I actually, so the way the Uber tricks work is you're holding one of the buttons and square. So I actually might not be able to complete the trick book this time around. I should have checked it before I filled up our meter, but that's all right. We can get almost all the way through. We'll get those last ones. Get a quick flying squirrel. Good, and then we're just about at the end of the race here. So, do this, do one last big trick. Nailed it. Let's go. Easy peasy. So, again, blast. Loved it. And set a new record. No big deal. So, throw it down in there. Some entries in the trick book, and then we will start the next heat here in a second. Alright, back for heat 2. Little man's ready to go. He's surrounded by 2 large human beings, the Frenchman and then Brody. So, we're going to see if we can beat our record, but I also want to fill out our trick book a little bit, again, just to get some new outfits. So we just got to hit mutation air real quick. That'll complete chapter 1. That's a new outfit right there. So I might actually make that one the priority real quick, at least early on here. I love the jumps in this. If it was possible in real life, maybe, although I am terrified of heights, so actually probably not. Okay, so we got Sinful Indie Air. Okay, so R1 square, L1 R1 square, R1 R2 square, 360s. Okay. I will do my best to remember these. Oh, I almost screwed that up. Okay. Good, there's another one. That little camera just says that you did one of the ones from the trick book. JP, relax. Oh my. So that's what it looks like when you wipe out. I don't know who just moaned like that, but it is what it is. Go up here. I think this is one of the next tricks I had to do. Sorry, JP. Okay. I'm not trying to pause too much. Takes away from the viewer experience, so I'm just going to see if my memory's working for me right now. Okay, I was right there. Okay. I will have to pause one more time though. Okay, it's 360 and R1. And I think that'll be the last for this race. There we go. So we unlocked 2 outfits. We'll see which one we like more, but we'll get through this real quick. I do actually enjoy snowboarding in real life. It does not look like this. Nowhere near this fast. I will never go inverted. Frankly, I try to avoid getting airborne as much as possible. So, I don't know if this game was the root of me thinking that I would enjoy doing snowboarding. Ooh, I'm not gonna get it, I don't think. Oh, yes I am. But I actually never really enjoyed winter sports that much. Or at least I should say winter activities. Even though I live in a very winter activity heavy state. But I had tried skiing, didn't enjoy it, and then I always thought snowboarding might be cool. Tried it, end up loving it, so I give this game the credit for planting that seed a long time ago. I am excited to show y'all the show-off mode, where it's just about getting a high score, doing as many tricks as possible. That's always a blast. Especially if you have a character who's really good at them early on, like Mac. Ooh, I'm in 3rd. Okay. The heats do tend to get more challenging every time, too, which is kind of nice. So, like, that first heat is really a prelim. And then by the time you get to the final, you'll usually see the other times of the other racers coming down. Oh, I'm not going to make that. Oh, I am. Holy cow. Okay. That was close. Sometimes I do like challenge myself and I'll do like no shortcuts, no alternate routes. I actually don't remember if the AI gets like buffs to help it against the human. You know, I know in a lot of games nowadays, like in order to adjust difficulty, it'll just give the computer a head start on something. It'll make them faster than the humans can be. I have no idea if that does that in this game, but I don't think we beat our last time, but still pretty good. Oh, we did. Okay, still beat it by 2 seconds. All right. Yeah, unlock 2 outfits, and we'll just jump right into the final. We'll get that done this episode. All right, here we go. Elise in her, I think it's, I actually don't know what it's supposed to be. I always remember as a kid, I thought she looked like a cow, which sounds like a big insult, but I don't mean for it to be. It's just black and white spots. Alright, big trick to start off. Double trick. One more for good measure. We're just going for time this time. We'll do one of these alternate routes, which these boards always show. I don't think this is a better route for doing any tricks, but it's just fun to kind of show off, again, that there's alternate ways of going about it. Ooh, that might be too low to the ground. Nope, we're good. It tends to be pretty forgiving. You just need any decent amount of air, more than 6 feet really, and you'll be good. Ooh, can I get this one? I don't remember where this one goes. So off trail here, this powder snow typically makes you a little slower, but again, if it's a shortcut in terms of like you're not covering as much ground, it's worth it. We can ride a rail here, maybe. Oh, I missed it. Or I didn't catch enough of it. There we go. So right now, it's not looking like my shortcuts are actually that short. I am falling behind a little bit, but we'll just get our unlimited boost hopefully here on this jump. Or at least a series of jumps, and then we'll be off to the races. Oh, sorry, Elise. So I didn't talk about that upgrade. It's just the red and green arrows, and typically all it does is it allows you to do any of like your spins, so front flips or like 360s faster. Really important for doing really big tricks. More important in show off mode, but it can make it easy to get your super boost in show off or in the race mode too. Oh, sorry, Mac. Every single time I think I hit those things. But they're dead center. I really don't know what else I can do. I use this boost. I know I said that sometimes I go for no shortcuts. I'm going to still take the one this time because, again, I still want to see what time we can get on this. I think once we get to the next one, which I'm already forgetting what the name of it is. But maybe we'll do that one without taking any real shortcuts, although if I'm remembering right, it has some fun ones, so I might not stick to that promise. Alright, getting to the end here. Gonna come away with the gold, hopefully, unless I do something stupid. That little lightning bolt is just a free super boost, so even if I didn't have my tricky meter filled up all the way, oops, I would have got it, but ride this through. Yep, another new record. We'll take that all day. Wait to the crowd.
I got the skills to pay the bills.
Again, all the characters are just very over-the-top versions of some stereotypical forms of snowboarders. So Mac actually isn't all that bad. Luther would be a big example. Simon is a genuine lunatic. So there are some fun characters, but
Your top 3 placing has opened up your next challenge, the Snow Dream venue.
okay. So again, once you get through, when you get your medals, you don't always go up a rank, I don't believe, just for getting a medal, but you usually will in these earlier ones. But since we finished this, we got a medal, so we got a new board, we unlocked a new character, unlocked the next race venue, which is Snow Dream, and then the new rider rank.
Move on to the next course. You have achieved rookie status.
So again, when you get up a rank, you get some points you can use to upgrade your character. So Max starts off very good with tricks. His stability is not amazing. This is just like how easy it is to knock you down. I'm going to put a couple points in that just because it can be kind of annoying, especially in some of these later races. The courses are a bit tighter. Edging is just your ability to turn. Speed is what it sounds like. I'm not going to do tricks with him just yet. He's already got a good lead on that. So we'll probably just increase our ability to turn real quick. But I think it might play an intro video for him now. And then after that, we'll call it for the first episode of Nostalgia Gaming. Yep, got our rank up. Rookies now. I love it. So over the top. So unnecessary, but very mid 2000s PlayStation 2. It has every bit of energy that comes from that era of games. So again, thank you for watching the video, for coming and being a part of the channel. I hope you enjoyed this first episode of Nostalgia Gaming. We'll continue this through. I think we'll go through Mac winning all the races. Maybe I'll pick another character when we go through Show Off, just so you can see the different characters. But yeah, no, this is a blast. Love this game. I love this era of gaming. So I figured, you know, with this channel starting up, it's a fun way to kind of bring some of this stuff back into my life and then share it with you all. So once again, thank you all. I look forward to the next episode. Peace.